When the highlight of a Manchester United match is Marcus Rashford making 2 slide tackles in quick succession, you know it's been a shit game. And that game there, Manchester United 0, Crystal Palace 0, the first time since Crystal Palace have come away from Old Trafford in the Premier League with a point at least. A bad day at the office for Man United. In a game where we needed a response after the Man City drumming, we didn't get it today. First half, watching United in the first half now, there's no point really. Man United in first halves, we are an abysmal team. You know, we've sort of grown to expect that now. What we don't expect is to see the same thing, if not worse, in the second half. But we saw that against Crystal Palace today. Man United not at the races. Any player at all there. Nobody came out in the good books. You know, Lukaku came back into the team. Luke Shaw was suspended. So Darmian came into the team as well. A couple of changes that I wouldn't have brought Lukaku in personally, but I'm not the manager. Jose Mourinho is the manager. I don't know. I'm kind of speechless after that game because it was such a poor game for Man United. There really is not much of a talking point other than the fact that it really was one of the most laborious 90 minutes you're ever going to see for Man United. Compare that to Everton at home. That happened, a few games ago. Everton at home, a much tougher team than Crystal Palace. And we were just in total control for the full 90 minutes in that game. Obviously, their penalty late on, I think they scored a penalty, made it slightly nervous towards the end of that Everton game. But Man United in total control. Compare that performance to today, where Man United couldn't string 2 passes together. I wasn't surprised to see Paul Pogba get taken off. Again, I probably wouldn't have done that. I would have taken Lukaku off. But Mourinho brought Fellaini on. And at that time, bringing someone like Fellaini on is the right time to use Fellaini. When things aren't working, bring him on for the last half an hour. Switch up the tactics, switch up the style. United had no style today. No style, no guile, no nothing. It was just devoid of football, really. Man United were just passengers in a poor game of football. And it just does nothing for people like me, I suppose. People who support Mourinho and support this season and what we're trying to do. Because United just had 90 minutes in front of 70-odd thousand fans at Old Trafford that led to boos at the end. And rarely does an Old Trafford crowd boo. But that performance today deserved a boo. It really did deserve the boo. That's the shittest sentence ever, but United were just devoid of any fucking character or style there. Crystal Palace, arguably, deserved to win the game. They had much better chances. I'm so glad Andros Townsend plays for Crystal Palace because he's poo at finishing. He really is. He went through that right foot chance he had. They had a few chances from outside the box as well. Zaha, I think he had a quieter game. All credit to Crystal Palace, I suppose. They defended strongly and well, and United struggled to break them down. But we've seen this for years since Fergie went. We really struggle. Whenever teams defend deep and they sit on the edge of their own box, United really struggle to break them down. And we must have had 10 plus crosses today that hit the first man. No surprise when he got Young and Darmian swinging the balls in. I don't really know what to say about that game because it was there's no talking point other than the fact that United were just lifeless. Absolutely lifeless. So I'm going to leave it to you in the comments below. Let me know what you think about that. Is that down to Mourinho and the players and the style that he's choosing, or is it down to the players themselves not playing well enough? I think it's a combination of everything today. But after Man City, fans were hoping for a response in front of the home crowd, and we couldn't have got any less of a response than what we saw there against Crystal Palace. 0-0, 2 points dropped, Liverpool winning, Man City winning. It's not a good season, is it? Not in the Premier League anyway. Let me know what you think in the comments below, as always.